that can use it with, as you say,
Tristan and mid.
With a Varus on the bottom side, yes, you can go the on-hit build, but I think in this kind of situation, it can be somewhat threatening for Varus to try and step up into a lot of these team fights. When you got a Cassante, he's going to be trying to play on that front line, the opportunity for Arel to find those engages as well.
Another adaptation from MSI as well. We've had plenty of them. As Wonder roams back, he's eventually going to cross up to normal lanes as Sheo is now here in bot side. That's what we were talking about before, Dacta. I mean, Ice LeBron push up for one plate. They get themselves in an okay position. They move away, but Dredgeline changes all that. LeBron goes to half HP as Jankos is here to support as well. Remember, shielding available for Trimby. Not in time. He flashes over the wall. While meanwhile, Flacken is just doing the dirty on LeBron. Jankos is out of there now, so Flacken is in a 1 versus 2. In a Karthus, he still manages a double kill given over.
Huge amount of the experience on the top side, as is Flacken, whereas that wave gets caught for BDS. So nicely done, but Sheo.
Hello there. Well, he's going to get locked down. Root Caller comes through. Spyro in a great position. Sheo's already flashed away, but it's matched, and that's a shove and a half. Sheo's just going to drop one down, and without ulti, he is done. BDS's turn to get some of that gold back in their pocket. You can see pings are going down, Dagda.
Now, I think Heretics, okay, well, they
never mind. Lebrov's walking forward. Ivan does enough damage here, and Daisy is here to play. Double knock-up with Ignite as well. The jump on in, though. And Nuke in the nick of time just comes through as Lebrov. Concern is that BDS are still struggling by it, but they're still getting by it with even call.
Yeah, it's a win on the mid to bottom side, but top lane, Wonder is definitely hurting a little bit.
And even now,
nicely done.
Full dive is dodged away after getting a neutral wave to get involved too.
Yeah. You do have to be careful as Heretics, because you can't play off of Sheo having that Blackfire Torch.
Look at the damage. I mean, back while there's the engage, the Root Caller comes through, but Lebrov has already done the work with the Magnet Storm, and Sheo picks up the kill. A 1-for-1 trade with supports dropping on down. Everyone walks away from the grubs as one was...
Because he has no teleport to try and help out there. But here comes BDS.
Nuke all in, remember that ulti, and speak of which is the Jinx. The Requiem follows through, and Flackett's going to get hit, helps the burn down, and the kill eventually. Good sidestep away from Spyro as another rock comes out. Nuke. Another sidestep from Nuke as well. Trimby can't get a leash, and a launch on is back on in. Adam looking for another flip. The damage being done is back on in is Lebrov too. He just respawns, and just like his counter support, he's in for the action as the damage wasn't enough. Nuke, bit of a miscalculation, but a close one at that.
And look at top lane. Ice this entire time is just like, yeah, I'll chuck the rocket, I'll get a tower. This is all going great. So you looking at Sheo now moving over to try and pick up these void grubs. That worked out brilliantly for every person that he hits. So you very quickly start to get a significant amount of AP off that item, and you get the double burn from both the Liandry's Anguish and Blackfire Torch. So this combo is really strong on Karthus, and well, might need to help out here a little bit.
Yeah, might need to. Lebrov could be the one caught out, though. Let's see. Ice is also isolated for Team Heretics, finding two quick picks as Wonder now getting some of the gold, but Flacken yoinks it away. And from range, he gets a shutdown, which turns the tide a bit in Team Heretics' favor again.
Disrespectful from BDS. They're going topside for, Adam, what are you doing here?
As well. You've got to question Dagda. He's got nothing to get on out. He's going to W into a wall. Flacken gets another kill. And BDS, it's like they watch Vitality yesterday.
He wants to go for Rift Herald, but they decide to go through the enemy jungle to get there, when all they had to do is back away, reset, try and move up towards that top half of the map, and then Adam, after seeing both of his bot laners go down, decides he wants to take a peek behind the curtain and gets punished as well.
There's a mega play, Dagda. Turret comes through for it as well, rolls into a Cloud Soul now, double Dragon for Team Heretics, so just when we're concluding that BDS's early game is looking hella strong from the bounce back, from the 3.5k gold bounce back. That is going to be stunned up. What are we doing? Trimby caught with his pants down, and it's time to pull him up, son. Ice is going to get the kill, and just like that,
BDS picking up not only the kill, but a little bit more on top of it too. You're going to see Adam moving up towards the top side to cover that push, whereas now
has already given them an opening in this game. Lebrov is going to show us yet another one. Root Caller follows through from the dredge line. There's Chains of Corruption as well. Everything used into Lebrov. He gets flashed away from, but the Magnet Storm does its job. Redemption gives him a lifeline here. He's into the back line. Wonder's just taking business himself. He runs through, takes a while to die, but ends up being a trade. The top laners sacrifice their lives to the better cause. But with 4 members moving away and only 3 of BDS, it looks like for now they'll try and use the inner mid track to get something more.
Significantly better health bars on BDS though, so they can try and set up the chompers here to deny Heretics access in towards tower. So yes, you get the kills, but it's tower and map presence going in BDS's favor.
You know that clear speed's getting faster and faster. You know he's got double burn now as well, as BDS look to deny the first dragon in this game.
But Heretics going to move up towards Baron area. They just figured it out now. I think it was the blue ward went down, but not 100%, but here we go.
Okay, oh my god! LeBrov! The Magnet Storm sets it up, but the damage isn't there yet, so LeBrov's going to die, but Ari's effort's in vain. Adam takes up Nexus, Wonder's angle is even better. It looked brilliant, it looked perfect, but Team Heretics fight back. They've got their spots and their angles set up nicely, and what looked brilliant, what looked game-ending, is a reality check from Team Heretics.
Yeah, unfortunately, Rel does not deal damage, so although it looks swanky and funky, there was nothing there, and...
running into a Nautilus. No. That is not the way.
Maybe we need to put the int back in.
No.
BDS, that was a bit of a mess. You go in towards the bar and you're like, cool, we can set up. We have a great flank from Labrov, but they just try and go that little bit too early. Nobody really there to follow up on the damage. Sheo was the only one with his ultimate. Heretics punish well. Now they also get the pick, so Nuke is desynced, so they can now push in towards this mid lane and get the tower, although Labrov looking again.
I mean, Trimby's also looking as well. You can see his angle for the dredge line getting set up, but with Adam there, he dissuades the play a little bit further, and the wave clear is enough from Ice with the AoE rockets. So Team Heretics move back, but the health bar maybe not good enough for Baron as they hover around this area, and looks like they're going to time their recalls.
Yeah, they just didn't want to overcommit there. I thought they could have gotten mid-tower, but looks like they want to try and get the waves pushed out instead, as you say, Dragon in 50 seconds time, so probably going to be the main focus for them. But this was kind of just a bit bizarre. Like, this was sick from LeBron, but look how far away the rest of the team is. Even Daisy as well, doing some good work to try and keep people away from that with the third knock-up as well, third attack knock-up, and then Wonder just immediately deletes Sheo, so massive threat gone. But from this point forward, it's like, this is over for BDS. There's very little that you can do, so I'm surprised Nuke tried to go back into that position.
By the way, I love the BDS jerseys, this split. I feel like level up, you know, it looks similar enough to like the BLG top esports jerseys at MSI, the ones that look like they're from the F1 or something. They've gone up another level, and Collar always advances the t-shirt game. As for BDS, as they advance into enemy jungle, Team Heretics holding strong here with Trimby, again looking for that potential hook. BDS sit in front of a Baron though that is losing vision fast, and remember again, one moment BDS can take it, because that's a pretty fast Baron.
Sorry, I find it really hard to take fashion advice from the man in the poncho.
Is this not fashion? Berlin is a fashionable place. If I'm wearing a poncho, it's okay. If I wore this back in Sydney, people would look at me and think, you know, this he's going to like a siesta or something later, you know? Here, people just think, you know what, this guy's not too bad. He's got fashion. Well, how dare you?
Heretics trying to make sure they don't fall asleep on this one as they move in.
Oh, Fiesta, sorry.
LeBron once again, off on the side. Wonder has gone to collect the top wave, so this could be the moment.
Mega angle again. LeBron's already found one before. The engage is a one-man onto Yankos, but it is the junglers going forward. It's easy. Magnet Storm lures him in. It's Blacken is next on the menu too, and Ice gets the free fire from behind. Nuke goes in on a weird angle, and he might die for it, but as he walks away, Zvaro and Wonder are too far gone. Even getting Sheo in the way is enough, as Ice is tearing through. A penta for Ice out of left field is the perfect way to end.
I was just watching Wonder to see what he could do. I was like, hang on, that's his quadra kill on my screen. Ice picking up the 5-man slam down as BDS will shut Heretics out.
I mean, there's a reason he was on the top of our list for 80 carries last split, wasn't there? It's a nice way to intro. It's a nice way to set yourselves up for 2-0 to open things up. Yeah, he's got the plastic bag out. LeBron's like, all right, the mice is going in first. He's done his job. And to be fair, BDS, this was a much cleaner game than yesterday. A well-deserved 2-0 and pentakill to lead them into the standings.
Which is kind of what we got to see a little bit yesterday from Vitality.
But while Rogue do their final lock-in deck, there's something I want to mention. With the Viego lock-in here for Marcoon, a lot of time with the Viego, you need a lot of burst to set up the reset and build the composition. We have a lot of DPS, we have a lot of late game. We have a bit of a front to back here, built up by Rogue.
They're already having a good matchup, as you can see in this top side. So I'm expecting big things from Photon as this split goes on, as Marcoon spotted.
Yeah, junglers are going to fight it out. Bot lane doing the same as well. Satchel charge from Kazi, but he's low on mana as the Unbreakable goes up, and Hilly's in a bit of trouble. He's exhausted, he flashes, but it's matched here. Comp steps back though. He's out of range of Hilly. He was scared of Linces because Joelly's also committed forward. Linces here with the punish is massive, as now this bottom lane of Rogue has stepped too far, and in the nick of time with a fate sealed, Video cleans it up. There's first blood, there's second blood, and Linces makes it his own. I've seen this story before, and it is not a good one for Rogue as the all-in comes through. Flash still available. Video holds on. He gets stunned up, though. A double shuffle back, and he holds onto the summoner, but dies. Hilly has made the roam, but he can't get out with the Zenith Blade. Tries to run to the 2v2. The flash from Linces might have caught out as Hilly gets a stun on the way back as well. Survives for so long with the Undertaking. is there, the arrow for the counterplay, but Linces again is showing up Rogue. Vitality, meanwhile, are getting taken on the top side. Photon versus Finn, Hextech ultimatum, flash over the wall.
Purchase, but it's still a bit scary. Karzi has a tier, not a huge amount of combat stats, even on the last chapter, so this is why Rogue still feel confident to look for this play.
For Larson, I'm looking at that flash timer. It's not up and available just yet to make the mega plays. Oilies sends up the Unbreakable though, and in and choker might be okay as Linces can't get on out. He's interrupted with his Weaver's Wall, so kill picked on up. Roger looking for a little bit more as the seismic shove would seal another deal. Ulti for ulti. I'm surprised Larson didn't actually interrupt that, so he got stuck under turret.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the... Oh, no, not going to be able to get the steal. Rogue still get what they came for, right?
Yeah.
They got the kill. Ultimate now available. Rogue want to try and commit to this, but the wave has been pushed in at top, so Comp needs to clear that, which means at least one Void Grub will be taken here by Vitality.
I mean, even more arrow comes in. Linces flashes away, but it exposes his AD carry. He's stuck in place. No Mercs Lamont, but the ult, the shuffle back. Maybe a counterplay, so Oilies has to sacrifice his life. Karzi, lucky to be alive. Rogue used a lot to try and get the back line, but now with the seismic shove being set up on Comp, he has to
top tower to give answers to video as well, so really nice stuff from Vitality. They get not only the play in River, but so much more as well.
Remember, Vitality had a great early. They're still trying to accelerate that set lead. Photon might be in a bit of trouble, depending on what Finn can do, or the other way around, excuse me, because Photon has some friends. There's the Hextech ultimatum, and he kites away. Nicely done from the top laners as to get out. Finn tries his hardest, but Photon matches that flash, and now bot will be open in the nick of time as well.
Yeah, Vitality going to keep on pushing, but here comes the counter punch.
Well, again, there's no Mercs coming through, so he's just going to stand there, accept the damage of Fate Seal, interrupted. Marcoon gets in the way. That flash was genius, and Zoelis with a quick auto Winter's Bite will die for the trade, but it still might open up mid with a big Herald push to come.
But Karzi's still on bot side, and he's never used the satchel on that first tower, so second tower going to get satchel down, so 2 towers for basically an even trade.
Yes, it is
as
worth,
Rogue. Yet they will get the tower, just a... Do they? Maybe?
They don't. Yes, no, let's wait, maybe so. There's a ward there as well in the middle of lane.
Get it!
He's defending! Winions to the rescue.
Yeah, really good job from Vitality. Even Hilly moving up to try and cover that mid wave as well. Just made things a little bit uncomfortable for Rogue, so they never actually get the play that they really want to
get away with, I guess, egregious backs, and as the arrow comes through, wow! He flashed into it! Linces flashed into it! Heartbreak around, he's stuck in place! It's his first day. Well, it's his second day, but it still counts. That's just unfortunate. Good sidestep from Video in the meantime. He Fate Seals out of there.
On bot side. Let's just try and trade on the opposite side of the map.
You don't see that often. You know, again, with the way he's been playing both yesterday and today, outside of yesterday, it's
responding somewhat well to where Rogue are putting the pressure.
It's always Healy again, face checking through, sees so well. He's going to take this up as Rogue are moving into position. They've got numbers advantage for now. Karzi's got range advantage, but Linces now with the Weaver's Wall. Zones on off, and Marcoon has to take another route. Good dodge away from the Zenith Bladers. The Mega Inferno Bomb is also dodged, but here comes Video onto this Brom support. He looks for his charge, he finds it, and Photon finishes the kill.
Things like Yones and these things where he can be a bit more mechanically sound. I'm excited to see Video.
Let's hope you don't cast a curse. This arrow's coming up, but he's flashed on Marco and still gets him anyway, altered into the wall. Dagda's done it, ladies and gentlemen. Good on him.
Which is where he's going. Or, you know, yes, it isn't as much, but you also lose out on a lot of, say, if you want to go for Leandrix, you're losing out on that burn. Yeah. There's still a lot you're losing, even if it isn't just raw AP. There are other stats that you lose.
Hang on, let's pause, because Hilly might be in trouble. He stepped forward to try and dissuade them, but he gets caught out. Runs into Rogue head on. And as he charges like a bully,
waves, they're going to be very happy with that one.
And they're giving resources over to Larson. And with that kill as well, you add another one into this Azir, who's now leading in the gold disparity.
It was way more difficult for Vitality to operate in that style because Rogue can group up with Finn and maybe look for a play.
Looking for the peekaboo. Finn jumps in first. It's 3 versus 2 for now. And especially with Photon coming down, Finn has to be careful how he trades this off. But again, isolating Hilly is the play. He flashes away and the arrow follows through as well. Finn dodges away from the seismic shove and gets a flip. And Hilly just has to go in and die. But it enables the reset for Marcoon, who's now ready to play again. It's definitely better though. I want to be
it's a better early game.
I want to be optimistic because it feels better as Finn might be called out. Hextech ultimatum with the solo laners moving into position. Finn has to all out. The Fate Sealed uses Finn's mid ulti as well. Hookshot wall dive, but it's buffered. Finn gets a double knockback and they're overstepping here. Vitality over chasing, over greeting, and over accepting.
He's going to continue to try and push for towers with Karzi.
With the Ziggs, this goes down faster. They sacrifice Inhibitor Turret and maybe Inhib. Maybe they want the Gold Dagger with the Baron buff. So Inhibitor's going to drop on down. Vitality backing away as Finn holds the fort just in case it turns into something more. But Baron will still drop. Rogue still with a mega pick. And we just watch him say early, you know what I mean? Elder's up next, so Soul regardless will still go to Rogue. As now for Vitality, the response on the top side of the map is to get the push in on the inner turret. They know that Dragon's up and available on the priority, but with TP with an arrow attempt as well in the Glacial Prison from Zoelis, or rather the Fisher.
Banshee's Veil will help it a lot with the AP damages coming through, but it's popped so easily, and now Larson.
Okay, there it is. Okay. You're right. Hilla saying flashes in, but under the Sun turret, is it in? Never mind, Kazi's damage says no. Hilly might die here, but it's all about the range. Marcoon flashes away from the reset as Photon has moved on into position. Zoelis might be a trade, but the redemption too. Larson's got his 4th item. It's a Rabadon's death cap, so we upgrade to a bit of a meat eater here. Or maybe a downgrade depending on your views. As Rogue get zoned out. Wow! Mega Inferno Bomb from Kazi stings a little bit as here comes Lince's ult. It zones off double TP as well. Larson has to get out. Zoelis has to get out. Here's the Camille as well with Hextech Ultimatum, but Photon is baiting them in. Rogue looking for a turn as again Video goes on in, but doesn't pull the ulti button while Comp just has to walk away.
Comp won't be here. This is going to be 4 versus 5, and Marcoon on a low health bar.
No flash. He has to get in there mega quick, but doesn't, even without the smite landing perfectly. Video comes in with a face shield. That doesn't land, but the seismic shove does. Onto Finn, he looks to jump back in and stop the Baron power play with the all out. Onto Photon. In the meanwhile, Vitality have done their job. Mega passive, I mean, right now at half HP, he's in the danger zone. And we're not talking about Tom Cruise in another movie as Photon jumps on over, but without a smite, Elder's going to go on down. But they're looking. The TP and topside says, hey, with Baron, we want to end. It's a double TP as well. Stop the ports, Dagda yells. There's a Glacial Fisher that comes on out, and with the Elder, Hilly's going to die, but is it for the cause? No enhanced recalls. A slow turn to get back into their base as Larson is left here defending with only an inhibitor for the trade of a kill and Elder.
Great arrow from Comp. Just unfortunate that there wasn't the communication on that in the video.
He goes on in. I mean, how can he survive this Fate Seal interrupted as well? Video's about to be executed. Heartbreaker down and a shutdown. And now for topside with the wave where it is, it might be a big push to be set up by Rogue.
Hilly wants to go forward. Now Zoelis is here.
Look at Larson. I mean, again, he's starting to turn it out. The Solar Flare was used, but Larson
find these little picks, play off of Rogue as they were coming back at a base, has come back to bite them, and this Elder Dragon still doing work.
I mean, they're defending a turret that's gone. Photon with the hookshot wall dive, luckily to get out
into the top side of the map, and everywhere that Rogue go, towers are falling. Vitality are losing more and more access. 2,000 staying consistently with your health bar topped up, but he might need a little bit more here.
Well, let's find out how much more. Seismic Shove doesn't work. He gets altered here by Photon, but now with the Hextech Ultimatum down and the arrow flying through, Finn once again showing his own resilience. Photon has to get out of there. Hookshot wall dive as Hilly could be the next target with all of Rogue bot. But you look at mid, Video should be happy with this if he can get some time. Hilly sacrifices his life, but that sacrifice is gonna end up being a trade for Video as Finn TP's in.
Finn's gone in behind him. Let's try and cut off the escape route for Video. Can he find him though? Finn, not entirely sure where he's gone to. You can see mid lane, they're collapsing. Finn will spot him now.
Mega Blast Cone could save his life, but instead Video still taking away. He's gonna get his second Q. Finn just goes up in the air. A little bit embarrassing as a face sealed over the walls right into Marcoon's hands. Oh, now he's got nothing. He has nothing. There's a pick.
Same on Marcoon and Baron, we talked about it. Video just dead for too long.
Whoa. What? Way! At like 85 HP. Hang on.
They don't get the reset. They don't get the Baron recall. So Vitality, they're immediately going to start to move in.
Kazi, I mean, 80 carry the split. Let's continue that trend, he says. Now mid's open. No way. I thought the spy was going to come through. And Kazi again with the extra tick that's happened. As Rogue find a bit of a reset, so the push will stop there. Photon dies. But Kazi, we are going to need a replay. You absolute maniac.
Wait, they're still going. Kazi with the flash away.
Maybe going to get hit hard. The exhaust is there. Video comes through. Hits only Zoelis, but Kazi is isolated. A satchel charge is good, but Finn has the gap closed, has the kill. And Vitality caught running back after such a brilliant take of Baron. have now lost most of their members.
But Rogue, they still get the push. They can still start to move in. That's 3 dead on Vitality. The question is now, Elder Dragon or End?
Can
and
they
Rogue are answering End.
20 seconds on Photon Dagda. The bottom lane is not up for 40 seconds, so you can see Video on the bottom side trying to get the push in. He doesn't want to flip the game. He doesn't want to go for the base race. Rogue are here in numbers.
Video and Linsis, they need to make the hero play, but Video has no ultimate. Flash, the only thing available, needs to stack up his Q. Linsis doesn't get the
Surely
flick.
not again. The arrow does connect, though. Doesn't give Video time. He gets knocked back, seismic shove into the GA. Linsis goes golden to play his own set of time, but Comp does the same. The flash away, Linsis seismic shove helps again, but onto Finn. He's tanky enough, but Video can't get the damage done. The range is there from Larson as the GA pops on out.
Carzy in 10.
Rogue find 2 more.
Carzy's in 10. We've seen how much damage this ultimate can do. Hilly, can you get the ultimate to set up for
Look
this
at HP on Comp and Finn as well. Is it going to be enough? Linsis gets target on Markoon.
Carzy
Says it's over for Carzy again with a big bomb, but Markoon gets the reset in the back line. Rogue may have done enough, Dagda. I think Hilly is the only thing in the way, and even with low health bars, you got Finn. Larson tanks him up. No minion wave. No. Are we coming in?
There's just no time. 30 seconds on Photon. Rogue have done it. They found their moments.
I cannot believe again Vitality have been trumped, and Rogue, welcome to the
do the trick. He's just built different. All right, well, Xante comes through. Maybe not the most exciting matchup on the top side, but mid-jungle set to be pretty explosive. Ashe, a lot of utility for the side of Mad Lions Coy. A lot of really good engage options. On the opposite side for Case. What are we getting amped for?
Dragon going down. First major objective of the game.
Oh, Targa, only level 4. Supa just trying to zone him away from the tower. Good stun, and maybe ignite. He's only level 4. Targa! You got no business being there. Alvaro grabbing the kill. They're either passive or they're handsome.
Well,
there is only metric.
They're both
Think
down
about it.
here
Think about
right
it. Think about it. Gumayushi, incredibly handsome, not passive.
Okay, that right now based on this, actually, no.
No, don't say that.
Hang on.
There's a kill happening top lane, by the way. Hold that thought.
Wait.
Mirwin, pull back, solo bolo on Kana. Kana taken down by Mirwin. We have perfect metric.
With the okay. You already threw me a curveball with that metric.
Yeah, let us know where you think your favorite AD carry lies on the passive overall. Minor gold deficit. I think you're right, though. You can see the setup here. Drake, minute 45 seconds away.
Oh, hang on.
Third Drake fight could be good. Initial engage is solid on Alvaro. Alvaro just going to get interrupted and pop. Supa already missed the arrow, and Upset's taking it personal.
An easy pickup for KC. Punishes Alvaro, finally find themselves on the board. Dragon's still a minute and a half away though, so just a single pick. Frescowy has his eyes on Upset.
Upset getting chased down. Frescowy made it hit the chains, and Upset's dead. Supa has to flash for his life. Can the mid laner get redemption for his AD carry? Frescowy not going to be in trouble as well. Elyoyo with a clean disengage. Excellent ultimate.
Herald to run away to safety. Now the downside is this Dragon being started off by KC. But Casey's positioning very awkward here.
Targum's immediately going to try to Kana getting chunked out, dashing backwards. Supa desperate now to finish the kill. Flash forward, Elyoya and Supa getting the kill together. MDK really starting to take over across the map. Vladdy trying to get a tower back, will be able to do so. But meanwhile, on the top side of the map, Mirwin is getting something. But a Drake picked up by...
Bam. I get it.
You should be a rapper.
You said the line.
You should be a guy on YouTube who breaks down raps. We'll allow him to just walk away, and Mirwin just continues to hit the towers. The Team Osai and the cheers of the Mad Lions Koi fans letting you know that he's sealed the deal. Another 650 gold for him. Panning out. Panning back to the Baron. Mirwin trying to pull back onto Targamas, grouping into the choke though. They have to be careful now. Dash in, coming in from Mirwin. Mirwin now isolated off to the side, looking for the 1v1. Upset on his lonesome, left to Mirwin. We should have had Mirwin versus Upset be the matchup. This man's getting it all done, and once again, he keeps getting punted exactly where he wants to go. MDK taking the fight.
So even though he wanted to act as a front line, it was super easy for MDK to just initiate onto the Alistair and turn it into a one fight. That's going to be a Baron.
Again, putting things in perspective. Fans still here, fans still amped, ready to support this team. Despite the struggles, despite the difficulties, as MDK continue to push in. This is only 2 of the 9 games they get a chance to play, but they need to start finding wins fast. And maybe if they can buy enough time, they can turn this one around, a TP behind, an aggressive maneuver, an aggressive look. Kana ready to go in. Targamas not quite going to connect on the head, but Pulverize. Good ulti from Elyoya to stop any further follow-up. Play just going to fizzle. Meanwhile, Mirwan just continues pushing mid lane, empowering that cannon creep, knowing they can knock down the tower.
Nice play from Frescowi to avoid that initiation. MDK not slowing down now that they have the Baron. They secure the mid inhibitor. They don't really have a wave on top. But MDK, a very one-sided game overall. Only a single kill for KC. 27 minutes in. They're just letting the Baron do the work for them. Frescowi, though.
Good interrupt, knock back to the wall. The Ignite marking the real target. A quick shutdown. Slowing down the initial push. Mirwan, of course, already in the mid lane, but a little glimmer of hope for the side of KC. Nice to have the additional income.
I mean, bit of a misplay there. Oh, hang on. They keep the tower alive for now.
I mean, sole point. You got Upset about to hit over to 3 items. You have a Gragas, you have an Alistair. If you find a good angle, you get decent vision control, a good flank. There's a way that KC can win the fights, but thus far the execution...
335 CS at 31 minutes.
Flame only gets credit when you're 100 ahead.
Yeah, it's only 100 ahead.
Of course, the true Flame horizon.
Is Alvaro cooking here? I think they're cooking.
Looking for the angle. Mirwan coming through. Alvaro already finding one, but the immediate follow-up isn't quite there. Vladdy trying to make his way out to safety, but again, Zupa already into the back line. That's another one taken down. Mirwan on a rampage is just not going to get stopped. He's ghosting. He's going as fast as he can. Connor ready to disengage for Upset, but Jinx just doesn't have the damage. Closer's ulti already down. MDK barreling down the top side of the map, and well, Targamas is being herded. Sent out to pasture. The chain's now on. Yeah. Back to the farm he goes.
I mean, MDK don't even need the Baron. They'll take the fight. They'll sweep KC once more. Only 2 members left alive. I don't know if Upset's going to have to wave clear to stop MDK from sieging. If he can buy another 20 seconds, there's a chance, but Mirwan is on the hunt.
Mirwan not going to let it happen. Elyoya with the slow as well. They don't quite sync up well enough, but Frescowi coming in just means there's no way he can approach. There's just not enough handsomeness in the world to solve this problem. 4-item Ash. Supa looking unkillable. No real backline threat into any of these fights, as MDK have almost always been the ones initiating the exchange. Jinx rocket. Position procced onto Targamas. He's a little bit squishier, but of course still has his ultimate there. MDK want to keep sieging. Supa doesn't have a lot of range here to approach, so Elyoya finds a decent angle onto Vladdy. Good interrupt from Targa to stop the follow-up. Now getting caught in the midst of the fight. Alvaro looks like he's about to shred. That's the reset now coming in for Upset. One more rocket going to come out, but MDK already gotten 1 kill back. Upset locked up, turning back onto Frescowi. Excellent engage! KC coming alive in the base. Mirwan pushed back, but again,
given their deficit, just allows them to buy a little bit more time. Maybe Upset can actually secure that Infinity Edge, but the tankiness issue is not going to go away, as the soul is going to be...
To be careful, you're likely to have to give the tower up to Frescowi.
But I mean, they just melt those waves. Kana and Upset together.
Good back on Elyoya, decent damage. Jinx starting to hurt. Elyoya getting lower and lower. Rocket goes in, doesn't quite finish. Redemption to heal, get the reset. Closer in the backline, of course, ulting in to try to finish the kill, but does not get it. Alvaro goes for the re-engage, and he's going to get picked off. Jinx now getting the resets. Mirwan, how tanky are you? Not tanky enough. Upset finally online, but he might be able to turn it back. Clean flashback on the Pathmaker. Now Mirwan trying to make the escape, but the flick back is there. A shutdown for Upset, and KC continue to hold.
I see a back door. They still have that Nexus tower alive.
KC grouped 4-5 now in the mid lane. Mirwan looking for the flank angle.
Flank, yeah.
Again, it's just about Upset. They take Upset out of the equation. It gets so hard. Good flick back to kick things off from Vladdy. Elyoya might just get taken out before the fight even really starts. Mirwan off to the side, but how do they find an angle to get away? Upset now caught between the tanks. He's speeding up. He's running for his life. He's trying to play as clean as he possibly can. The cleanse is there. The healing isn't enough. The body blocks are there. Upset stays standing. And KC take advantage in the exchange. Knockback. Power blast cone coming in for Kana to keep him safe. And now it's Supa has been cut out. And it's Vladdy again trying to make the difference in the fight. But everyone is so low. KC pushing up. Supa desperately wants to finish at the flash forward. Carmine Core fans coming alive. The shutdown there. KC again. They find the angle, but this time they're barreling down mid.
A game that felt impossible to win has turned into a miracle play from Upset. KC have their eyes set on the Nexus, and they're looking to end the game right here.
The blinking health bar, it was so damn close, but they managed to keep Upset alive. They managed to make it work. Towers falling, KC fans standing proud, getting the edge in spring, and again in summer, they'll find their first win.
Yeah. Well, I wonder what Varus is gonna build. I feel like he is kind of forced to go AP. I don't even know if that build is still viable, but if they're really full AD against Ivan, Rel, Renekton, I think it's gonna be hard to kill the frontline for Giant X.
you know, vying for, she's a police officer. She's done the math. Enemy jungler probably has it. Oh, but the engage on bot side. Good look from Joan. A lot of damage coming in for Noah already. Patrick forced to back away. Root will be solid to kick things off, but Razork still coming forward. The Root still hits, and Ignar gonna get taken down. Noah gonna finish off the job with a Foss Bomb and first blood for Fnatic.
It's a nice play from Razork.
Landing the Q on, getting those marks down, but if you ever do hit it, big damage to be traded back. Humanoid getting lower and lower. If this one hits, he's probably dead. So he's just gonna
keep my eyes on Juhan in mid here.
Juhan level 5, Humanoid no mana. Ooh, the Q flash! Nice play overall, just as he ticks over to level 6. We'll see if he tries to make a follow-up play happen on the bottom side because Noah's already getting aggressive onto Ignar. Clean kill in the mid lane for Juhan, balanced out by Fnatic in the 2v2 in bot lane.
I mean, that's just a more on too, right? I mean,
oh, but this man's just making money.
So you get the first Tower Blood too.
This is just the Wolf of Wall Street right here.
How much is this? This is what?
There he is.
725.
Whisper,
Infinity
Last
Edge.
Whisper, i.e. some brown bags.
We've all done that where, like, we press tab and then you go to your AD carry. How does enemy Corki have Infinity Edge plus Last Whisper?
All right, well, there's a TP coming in the top lane. Varus is about to be here. They're really determined to shut Oscar down, of course. I know he's got no flash in the back of the previous play, but Jackie's hits.
Yep, nice damage there from Jackie's. We'll see a little bit more as the game progresses, but right now, this Varus can still definitely hit hard. Top.
Serpent's Fang. Strong here, but the charge now coming in. Humanoid, the one who's mounted up, though, but the tower will fall, so he should be able to walk away. Good, well-timed root coming in from Patrick. Noah has the trust fund that the scoreboard would indicate that he is sitting on right now. 4.2k gold lead, but he just, I think the range right now from the side of GX, especially the Varus poke, much other than poke with rockets.
Oscar now maybe the target once more. You can see Giant X running full steam ahead.
Knock up there, call the Forge God, dash back. Juhan finding the lockup. Varus gonna follow. Senna coming in as well, and Jackie's now on a killing spree.
Oscar choosing to hold on to his much needed gold.
And credit to Jackie's, like, this is a really solid poke Varus performance, and I think he's using the CC of his teammates beautifully well. Very often, you know, can choose to ult maybe to try and delete the wave here, but instead he'll be happy for the 1-for-1 tower trade as Jackie's gonna break down the tower in the top lane. Tier 1 for Tier 2, maybe not ideal.
Same boat, and it's Giant X. I think they can kill this fast enough. The question is, can they get out?
Wants to go for the steal here, is close enough. GX have to be confident on the TP flank now coming in. 3k is getting lower. How much are they willing to bet on this fight? They're turning onto the backside and onto Jun in the meantime. Objective now taken away. Juhan managed to land this fight. The flash clear. Coming through from Oscar. Perfect. Dodges over a vault breaker. He didn't even need to see the Antonio running. Humanoid blinking health bar. But there is the Ivern. There is the shielding. And Fnatic finding the fight.
They do find the fight.
Unlikely to face check again. They'll realize in a couple seconds how slow it was, and Juhan's now sticking around because he's like, wait a second, how long is this going to take? It will finally drop. Siege.
Giant X trying to find an angle.
Patrick, big poke landing onto him.
Here comes Juhan.
Warnall coming in. Juhan going over the wall, looking to shut down Noah. Noah now going to be in trouble. Blinking health bar, but Antonio can't do it on his own, so Juhan goes in. But again, the shielding. Disgusting from Razork. Buys far too much time. 3 members standing strong from Giant. Severing Bolt connecting onto Ignar. Fnatic losing 2. Traded back for 2 on the top side of the map. But the Tier 2 dropping in favor of FMC.
It's a good engage from Giant X. When you're at a deficit, going even is a great position to be in. But these objectives are still going to fall. They don't quite have the resources to keep them all alive. And another Tier 2 will follow. Oscar needs to be careful.
Jackie's does good damage. Oscar, as Hysteric's passive popped, he will just die. My God, this is such a messy fight. Ignar incredibly tanky. They're throwing Daisy into the pit. Good. Jun's still low. Celestial opposition taken out. Oscar off to the side, but the turn.
Awkward.
They have to be careful not to get caught in the choke, but now it's Oscar who has to flash. Good damage coming through. Severing Bolt to spot them out. Fist already taken down. And now he falls. Perfect start for GX. Fnatic are going to try to focus down the objective, try to get something back here. GX need to get more. Juhan desperate to get in the pit. Razork already on the way out, and it's the Antonio on the flank. Unstoppable goes in, finds the knockup, and GX descend upon them. The arrow over the wall, the root, and target Jackie's unstoppable.
It's still 3 members dead on the side.
As Jad always says, 140 stacks. The break point.
That's the ult.
Spiraling Despair. Ignar going to isolate himself. Jackie's still fine. They haven't taken away the Edge of Night. Really need to pop that spell shield. The upfront poke, not too reliable. The Antonio getting eager to kick things off. Humanoid pokes. Good damage, and he goes down! It was the pillar from the Ornn to finish the job. The lethality bars. This is terrifying. Jackie's off to the side. The engage now coming through. Noah trying to find the 1v1. Noah trying to pop him. The damage from Corki is massive, but finally the shielding is there. Instantly he retreats back into the raiding arms of his team. Patrick getting lower and lower. Oscar body blocking for the carry there. And it's all now falling apart, but Juhan kills Noah. It's crucial for the side of GX. Traded back now. Oscar still standing. Support, jungle, top, together, trying to turn this play back.
It's a 2-for-1 overall in favor of Giant X. They're keeping things interesting as their poke is doing serious work. Fnatic have to be careful about the
setup on the objective. GX forced to face check, forced to walk into the darkness, using the Sentinel ult to get a bit of vision, but they don't see Jun. They don't see Humanoid. Crucially, the arrow from Varus could try to steal it all away. Juhan goes in, but he doesn't get the job. Noah manages to get the objective, and the jungler goes down. GX risks the 50-50. They do not get the Baron. What else will they lose as Fnatic start their Red Bull Baron power play?
I'm surprised Fnatic actually took that flip. I think the smite came down at like 1700 HP, and then it must have been a crit or the burst from Noah to finish it off. But Fnatic now with the Baron, this should definitely make their siege easier. They've already sent Oscar to go and catch the bot wave. This dragon is important too to deny the soul. But with no Juhan, no smite, Jun looking for an engage.
Humanoid in trouble now. The poke is big. Jun, the immediate follow-up. It's clean to the mid lane. Giant X sticking around far too long. And Fnatic might use this wave to end it here.
I mean, Jackie's has to go back to base immediately, but 5 members strong. Juhan will respawn, but they've got the Baron buff and they have the Nexus in their eyes.
One last desperate hold. Jackie's and the Antonio here, but the poke, the Ivor makes this feel impossible. Oscar not even getting the chance to use a single ability, just wants to stop Jackie's from pressing Q, and he will succeed in doing so. Juhan cut down in the blink of an eye. Fnatic taking the win over GX and a 37-minute nail-biter.
A valiant fight from Giant X. Their poke comp was proving difficult for a few buffs back into his kit. Now, when we think about Irrelevant's career, Jack is definitely up there, but Nart is one of his next most favorites, so shouldn't be too much of a surprise. He's very comfortable on the champion, another effective team fighting tool for SK, and I do think that they have that. They have range options, of course, most of these people in Challenger. We cast Caps in Challenger when he used to play for, like, Millennium or something. I forget what team it was.
Yeah, Millennium. We missed out on the TCL years. He missed out on TCL Internationals. And Mickey already getting the Halo Blaze procs going. Hansama continuing to fire autos, but press the attack, making him a little bit stronger. The 1v1, he just got 2v2 killed again. G2's bottom lane obliterated, but Hansama managing to get the kill back. Speeding down to the bot lane. The control ward already plays cover, so this is going to be spotted out first. Passive, gonna get taken away. Good damage onto Isma. Yike heavily favored in the 1v1 with the stun already there. Luan flash forward, the handshake, the pullback. They're trying to finish the job on a Yike. Yike getting lower and lower. Mickey trying to finish the kill. Yike flashing out, getting the tunnel back to safety. It's a bloodbath on the bottom side. Rahel only level 1. Hansama doesn't have the same problem. He's desperate to finish the kill. The E, he gets the arrow. He has to flash in. The barrier blocking all of the fallout damage, and Isma's in trouble. Hansama gonna get taken down again. Luan grabbing the kills. Luan everywhere in these fights. Handshake after handshake. Niski there with the pullback, with the Maw.
I think Mickey's fine.
One more. Flash auto finish.
Flash.
Thumbs up from Niski.
So that is, we haven't seen in the current meta a lot of bot dives outside of that SK game where they're diving in at level 2.
Isma here will be spotted. Instantly goes onto Mickey. Target already locked down. Stun is there. It's one squishy. Poppy Luan instantly grabs the kill. Excellent read from the side of SK. Niski, no ultimate, no flash. But G2 don't want to overcommit here to man disadvantage, knowing the Caps has to catch that mid wave. So we'll just concede the Drake. They're not out. They're not dead till they're dead. Yeah. You know, until they're gone.
But
they're favorites.
The biggest thing about G2 is they did evoke some hope, and let's see if SK can shut something down.
Yike immediately killed. Niski now caught up, but he managed to get the fear on the Cap to stop any potential pushback going through. Berserk, excellent ulti. Caps running out of angles, running out of places to run, and SK just taking their time here to finish off the kill. They're dominating G2 in this early.
Set up a potential dive in top lane. Hansama is isolated.
TP there, flashback from Hansama, flash forward from Isma, sidesteps the ultimate. Hansama now in trouble. Mickey trying to save, but already he's dead, and now Mickey might be in trouble too. Yike continuing to step forward. The bailout is there. They want to finish off this kill, but Rek'Sai goes under, comes right back out, denies the bailout effectiveness, but still the kill is traded back.
I mean, it's SK with 2 kills. They're looking for 3.
Mickey gets interrupted on the knockback. It's clutch now. He lets it back under the tower. Rahel in trouble. Rahel gonna drop. No bailout left. Mickey will at least get 1 in return.
It's a 2 for 3, but SK with their
because G2 have the 4 grub buff, of course, at 5, but 4 is the threshold that you're usually trying to hit as Irrelevant. Does what he can to get a bit of XP here. Good damage onto Mickey, but really cannot afford to stay under that tower, so gonna try to grab A little bit more damage there. SK just continuing the pressure on the top side of the map, threatening for more. Meganar here, always a bit tricky to dive. Irrelevant might not get the chance to push any buttons. Wall's not even gonna come out, looking for the pound back. Does manage to get away for a second. The Price Seeker doesn't quite finish it. Now he's running. The house gonna hit Mickey. He's trying to get away. Mickey's got the buckler. Can they finish the kill here? The tower already falling down. Minionar's gonna meet a movement speed steroid. Yike looking for the Price Seeker. Not quite gonna hit. Irrelevant's getting tricky with it, but he's gonna drop. Captain America hits him with the buckler, and down he goes, but SK got 2 towers on the top side. They're gonna get mid as well, and now Hansama's gonna be the one in trouble. Cleanse already used, excuse me, barrier already used. Hansama getting run down the handshake to bring it back. Hansama can't finish the kill. No is the answer. The spear's stacked, and Rahel's their last sequence of play is so good for them. They get second Drake, continuing to stack up. They get Herald, they get multiple towers, 3 in the grand scheme of things. So.
I mean, the other huge factor, Draco, is if SK...
S tier, you know what I mean?
Another tower will be secured for SK.
Broken Blade, nothing he could do, right? I mean, the siege around Baron, making sure they go off the side lane. Caps in the isolated 1v1 up against Niski. You can see in the mini-map on the top of your screen, but there might be a fight in mid lane, so we'll keep our attention here. Going in from Isma, flashback from Hansama, still getting hit by the slow. Mickey X looking for the disengage here. Is gonna knock back 2, and now Isma suddenly realizes this is not the fight that he thought it was. Hostile takeover is good, but Isma still likely to fall. Will get taken down, bailout not even used.
So that conversation about SK, can they close out that game? These type of mistakes, a team like G2 is gonna very quickly punish you, and we talked about how Caps is gonna be delayed. He's now getting...
You're 4K up, you're 3K up, you're 2K up. Good job, but where is it going to take you? But Isma wants him to take it all the way to the base. Hansama now needs to back away, but immediately he's going to see the cleanse. Piercing arrow coming through. It's not going to do a whole hell of a lot of damage. Again, we're seeing the hostile takeover come out. Going to clip Hansama. He's going to auto-attack the minions. Meanwhile, triple knockup coming in from Yike. Unstoppable now. Broken Blade in the midst of the fight. Mickey's got a good angle to keep this one going. Isma slowly getting cut down. Irrelevant finally here. Rahel just doesn't do any damage. Broken Blade more than happy to try and finish the kill. There gets 1. Looking to make it 2. Broken Blade again. Yesterday on the Camille. Today on the Casante, taking over.
Broken Blade with a massive play in mid as G2 get initiated on, but turn the fight in their favor.
Moments ago, but G2 converted so beautifully, and now it's really hard to play.
Broken Blade's gonna get a solo tower.
That's the last of it. Mickey now pulling the trigger on the fight. Isma trying to back away. Mikhail's not gonna be too effective against the knockup. Mickey, again, just trying to front line alongside Yike here. They don't want to over-objective. Good poke here. Irrelevant trying to run in. Nice knockback. Pullback is good, though, from Rahel to keep them in the fight. Baron already down, but SK want to keep this fight going. Flash in for Mickey, though. The follow-up there. Yike going to find the knockup. Irrelevant off to the side, starting to stack the rage, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Broken Blade finally going to drop down. Yike getting picked off, but Irrelevant is here. Shut down. Double kill for the Gnar on the chase, but doesn't have the flash. That should just be it. 2 Baron buffs left standing for G2.
Irrelevant finally arrives, and SK get a 5v5 fight, which they absolutely dominate. 3 members of G2 die. They lose so many Baron buffs too, along with a mid tower secured for SK. They've been struggling
to kick things off, but if you're gonna have your Casante run through multiple, you know, Hui QEs, the fight's just gonna be so much harder, and in that position, SK were just favored. Now they're gonna move on to Soul Point again. Mountain Soul would be big.
G2 have given up the Dragon in exchange for control over the top wave. Zazia is just melting these towers. He'll get another one. They've opened up the inhibitor.
Ruka, Irrelevant slowly stacking rage. Again, flashless, but that's the W down. Clean onto Mickey. Mickey now in trouble where they just give him up. Mickey down. Yike pulled back. Good handshake. The tower there to make sure they can retreat, and already Broken Blade finding another pressure point, knowing the fight isn't really...
Control over the jungle. It is SK that is being suffocated in terms of resources. Caps.
Flash back. Caps now going to be in trouble. TP burn. What are G2 going to be able to grab in the meantime? Caps just dies.
He's just dead.
They get the flash, but absolutely not worthwhile.
Well, they get the TP out from Irrelevant as well, and it was the earlier Baron play. I thought that they maybe could get an hit. Now it's not. Information gained for G2.
They need to burn this down quickly. They can't afford to be indecisive.
SK can just turn on this.
Walking back to Caps. Caps just trying to root him up, just trying to flawlessly layer the CC so he can't even an ulti off, but Caps goes golden, buys a brief bow, and Mickey X gonna go for the knockback into the wall, but Caps is already down. G2 on the chase. Irrelevant not gonna be able to knock anybody back. Unstoppable is Broken Blade, but that's a severing bolt. Isma here to follow up, and G2 starting to get run down. Stun onto Broken Blade. Nothing left for him. The fear quaking in his boots as SK can just set their sights on the Baron.
A fantastic sequence of events from SK. The initiation from G2 onto the mid lane is used by SK to gain control over the topside jungle and set themselves up for the Baron. Now they still want to contest the Dragon as well. This would be Soul for them. They know they still have numbers advantage. That's still 20 seconds on Caps, who doesn't have TP.
Mickey spotted. Movement speed steroid, is it enough? Fear coming in, and now Irrelevant can chase. Nowhere for Mickey to go. That's going to be the soul for SK. Yike already backing away, and right like that.
Especially when you're fighting for spots in playoffs, and
Caps locked up again. Immediate follow. Spiraling Despair. Caps very likely to go down. Niski now retreating. Isma just will not die. He is so damn tanky with Caps out of the equation, too. They just don't have the damage to do anything to the Sejuani.
Look at mid lane. Irrelevant pushing in with a nice wave.
SK so close to the finish. Niski backing off. Doesn't want to overstep. The one off to the side. Isma here, too. Irrelevant Mega. Broken Blade locked up. Wallop is there. Slow, steady siege. One inhibitor down. SK, what else do you want? What else are you here for?
It's the battle of poke between Hans and Niski right now. Niski's a little bit low on mana. He's going to be forced to base. Has the TP available. Won't be interrupted. Nice for him.
TP back to mid. Full group. Do they just want to try and end it here? Not playing off 2 lanes anymore. Just full 5 stack. Waiting for the top lane wave to come in. Relevant off to the side. Threatening. Yike can go for the flash knockup. But the follow-up might not be there. Broken Blade losing so much help before the fight even starts. Isma immediately going to follow up. Spiraling Despair forcing everyone else back. Now it's on Mickey to try and disengage, but Isma's not afraid. Is going to step up. Poppy getting cut down. Now there's nothing left to stop the dashes coming through. Flash forward from the one. The handshake won't connect. Nice sidestep coming in from Caps. Rahel continuing to leap around, continuing to back away. They've got the super minion in mid. This might just be the end for SK. Coming clutch in summer, the new players, the entire team coming together, but G2, can they hold the line? Unstoppable now, the clean pullback coming in, Luan taken out. SK can't get over eager here, but Niski doing so much work, doing so much damage, like almost taken out, severing Bolt, not enough. The healing coming through clutch as he burrows up, perfect here. They can't afford to give anything up. Isma stepping off to the side. Rahel might be the one who's going to be in trouble. Knocked back into the wall with the fear on Broken Blade is clutch. Niski there to save his 80 carry. Broken Blade is overstayed. Yike going for the 2-man flash. And now Caps wants to step in. Irrelevant getting taken out. Nobody's touching on Sama. He's doing so much work, G2. You can't do this to them. That was so close, but G2, again, they find a fight. They find an angle to claw their way back into this one. Caps chasing down Isma. The rest of the team. Ward above them. The G2 could flank on. Scryer gonna spot them out.
Oh, they're melting this. Rahel with the on-hit.
So much work on the objective. TP from behind.
Make
SK need to slow it down. What is their call? Are they fighting or are they taking the objective? They can't afford to get it too low. Mickey now going to look for the knockback. Taking the jungler out of the equation. Caps can now step up.
To the
SK, they're off the Baron. G2 get it for free. SK now immediately need to find the fight. Going for the pushback, but Niski manages to make it work. Spiraling Despair, hitting so many. The way damage is disgusting. And Irrelevant's trying to chase down Hansama, but Mickey is there to save the day. Hansama is still standing. SK determined to end this one. The minions breaking the base. Mickey, Hans, Broken Blade still alive. Broken Blade will fall, and SK will look to end it here.
A massive team fight from SK. They don't care about the Baron because they've won the fight. That's an open Nexus, and SK will make the upset happen.
Isma walking in, knowing the Varus can do nothing. Rahel does not have to be too scared. Mickey gonna give his life to hold on for a brief moment. One inhibitor respawns, but it is not enough. SK taking their sweet time, a win well earned, a back and forth game. SK finding a win over G2 Esports.
A crazy back